So throughout your life, did you find a male mentor, anyone to look up to, or has it been a continual? I didn't really realize that this was a problem until I was 50, and now I'm going down that path, and I'm going to start healing those pieces.
Well, a lot of answers to that. I did not realize it was such an issue when I was younger, because young people don't get those things. What I do know now, looking back, though, that God was very, very merciful to me, and that God brought into my life three men in particular, one when I was very young, and then two later on. Um, all three of them were imperfect, very imperfect. One of them was we would talk about toxic masculinity today. He was, really super masculine, macho, and that sort of thing. But in many ways, I believe that's exactly what I needed, was someone who was very manly, very masculine. Um, that helped me. That was a help to me. And then these other two men later, highly imperfect, but very important to me, so that I could have close to me and deeply ingrained in my life, I could have men to connect to. And I know that people see that all kinds of different ways, Debbie. And some people feel like, I'm not going to get into all that how people see it, but I know some people see it differently. As a man who lost his dad at a very young age, I can tell you that for me, I needed men in my life who were models of being masculine, being manly, being male, being husbands, dads, that, sports and cars and that sort of thing. I needed that. And it was a tremendous blessing to me. It did
Yeah.
not give me everything I needed, but it gave me a lot.
Yeah, and I think that that's it. That's important. And you're right. People will see that as very different ways. They will see it as, you know, you're just getting a bias of masculinity on steroids, let's call it that, versus masculinity with the soft, uh, feely touches. But what it does is it gives you context against which to see your memories of your father, because it's not even just that you lost your father at a young age. You lost your father at an age of that 7 years where all the input that you got from him is in the formative years, and then it was a void. So there's no counterbalance
Right,
to that.
right,
And that's the challenge. So now you've got, let's say, four models, and you can say, okay, this, I like the piece from that, I like the piece
right.
from that, don't like that. Got to, just like you're doing in your business, I need to be better at closing sales. I need to find someone to coach me on how to close a sale, not just on selling, on a very specific piece
Yeah,
of that. And I see that as being kind of where you are
yeah,
right now. And
yeah.
when you talk with your clients, some of those clients will help reveal for you some of the things that you need. They might end up actually being some of your mentors down the road.
That has definitely happened